Hello, Christian World Fellowship family. Just wanted to greet you this lovely rainy afternoon. Yes, I am in my car. I was trying to record this from my office and kept getting a weird humming noise and have no idea what that was about. So I'm trying something different here and just wanted to give you a couple of thoughts. There is a lot of people that are hunkering down, staying in, and there's a couple of things that I've seen talking with some of the people that I work with, and they're saying there's a lot of stuff on Nextdoor apps and talking about certain times of the day to get together or not get together because that's not social distancing, but certain times to step outside your house and go stand on your sidewalk, talk to your neighbors across the street, practice social distancing, but just make some connections. And I got to thinking about that. That's a pretty good idea. But I was thinking that what if at a certain time of day, and I don't know if your neighborhood is doing that, maybe you could just tap onto that or tag onto that and say, hey, at a certain point, we're just going to start praying. Praying for our neighbors and praying for our governor and praying for our president and our leaders and our healthcare providers that are on the front lines, and if you know nurses and doctors and support staff, that you would just call their names and maybe we start just impromptu prayer meetings all over our city, standing on your sidewalk. If you're the only one that does it, well, that's okay. If you feel self-conscious, don't worry about it. Just this, we have people that are wearing all kinds of interesting looking masks. They're not so self-conscious anymore. And so maybe we could take this opportunity to stop being so self-conscious about doing something righteous and doing something holy. And just stand on your street, on your sidewalks, practicing social distancing, no getting too close. And what about we bless the name of the Lord and lift him up and ask God for his safety and his healing in our nation, and just taking the opportunity to that was not quite a cough, but almost. But taking that opportunity to just say, thank you. Talk to your neighbors. Do you need something? Do you if you're the one going to the grocery store, keeping them at home, or your elderly people at home. I'm not advocating anything here, but we do have social responsibility for those that are around us in our neighborhood, in our community, and we need to be aware and to take care of them. So if you see something that needs to be done, ask if you can help out. If your elderly neighbors need groceries, volunteer next time you're going to the grocery store to pick up the items that they need, limiting their exposure to potentially get this virus. Just being good, just good and neighborly. And there's a lot of things that we can do, people that you can reach out to, reconnect with. God's doing interesting things at this time, and he is calling on us to step up and to do different things. And so as the Lord guides you and directs you, you think about those that are around you, why don't you just take the opportunity to reach out to them and to see if you can be a blessing to them in some way. At the least, get your family and walk out to your sidewalk or stand at the end of your driveway and look around at whether it's 5 or 7 o'clock at night, and if there's anyone else around, holler at them and talk to them and say hello, and if you're thinking about them, and then just start praying. And who knows, you might just start a neighborhood prayer meeting that doesn't stop. We have no idea what all is going to happen and what all is going to come out of this, but one thing we do know is that the Lord's name is going to be lifted up. And what better way for us to do that than to just step outside of we've had to step outside the walls of our church Step outside the walls of your house and get to the end of your driveway. Start praying over your streets, praying over your neighbors, and praying over our leaders. And let's just see what God would do with our commitment to Him and establishing a time of prayer in our streets. It's a crazy thought, but one worth considering. Stay safe, be good, and remember, Jesus loves you.